Yo, what's going on, guys? Jeremias here, and welcome back to another video. So, as we all know, Sonic is fast on his feet. It's in his name after all. But that doesn't mean he can't enjoy some good car racing every now and then. And I know there's some people that see Sonic in a car and they're just like, wow, that's stupid, can't he just run? I mean, I always thought just saying that is stupid because, well, I do think something like the Sonic Riders games are more fitting for a Sonic racing game. Just because he's fast on his feet doesn't mean that he can just run in a car race. I mean, not only would it be pretty overpowered, but you kind of have to be in a car to participate in a car race, so I don't think they'd just allow Sonic to run past everybody. Anyways, the Sonic car racing games are pretty cool, and for this video, I want to go into detail on the different cars Sonic uses throughout these games. So first up is the car that Sonic uses in Sonic Drift 1 and 2 on the Game Gear, which was Sonic's first racing game. This car is actually named the Cyclone, not to be confused with Tails' mech/plane in Sonic Adventure 2, which has the same name. This car seems to be based on a Ferrari F40, and it uses the same color scheme as Sonic's shoes. And I think this car looks really cool, and it's probably my favorite car that Sonic uses. So next up, I'll be taking a look at Sonic's car in the kart racing mode in Sonic Adventure 2. So for a standard kart in SA2, I'm actually not entirely sure if I wanted to include this on the list or not, because if you take a look at all of the standard karts for each character, they're pretty much the same with a different number and different color. So I wanted this list to be actual cars that are Sonic's and not just a car that he drives, or like for example in Waku Waku Sonic Patrol Car, he just drives a police car, but that doesn't mean it's his car, or in the Sonic movie where he's driving a car for a second, it's not his. I wasn't going to include stuff from outside the game anyways, but you get my point. It's just pretty unclear if it's a Sonic's car or not, since everyone else's looks the same. Since they're all generic, it just seems like whatever kart racing venue they're at just has these cars and they happen to pick the one that matches your color scheme. However, SA2 does have unlockable karts for each character, and these are all unique. Anyway, Sonic's unlockable kart in Sonic Adventure 2 uses a blue and white color scheme, and it has a fan out back. I don't think there's a name for this car, and I don't think it's based off of any real-life car in particular. It's got this futuristic look, which is pretty nice, and it's definitely the most unique car we've seen Sonic drive. And now for what it's probably Sonic's most iconic car. It's the one he uses in the All-Stars Racing games and in Team Sonic Racing. This car is named the Speedstar, and it uses the blue and white color scheme again, but it has red on the wheels, which I think looks very nice. I don't think this car is based off of a specific real-life car or anything. It's just a convertible, but it does look pretty unique, and I think it fits Sonic well. This car's design, however, does vary in between the games. It does look very similar between All-Stars Racing and All-Stars Racing Transform. However, in the All-Stars Racing Transformed version, it is missing the two spikes at the front of the car, and it is missing the Sonic Team logo on the front. And the Transformed version obviously can also transform into plane mode and boat mode, as well as the standard car mode. In Team Sonic Racing though, while the car does keep the same name and the same color scheme, the car did get a pretty big redesign. Most notably the headlights, they're much smaller now, and the car itself is also a lot smoother. It doesn't have the spikes that the previous two cars did, and instead of having a Sonic Team logo on the front like the first Speedstar, it has a small S. In the game story mode, this car was created by Dodonpa specifically for the racing event in that game. So technically this could be a different car from the previous two, but since it does have the same name and it has the same color scheme, it looks pretty similar even though it's redesigned. I'll still count it as the same one. Also, this car is completely customizable. So yeah, that pretty much covers it for all the cars in the games. However, there is one more car I wanted to go over. In Sonic the Screensaver, which if you haven't heard, it's a PC program back when you used to have to buy wallpapers. It provided you with a bunch of Sonic wallpapers, icons, all that stuff. And it had pretty cool art too. It had a standalone release in Japan, but in North America and Europe it was bundled with the Sonic and Knuckles collection for PC. Here there's a lot of art of Sonic driving different vehicles such as a motorcycle and a spaceship, a plane, and look, here's Sonic in a car race against Eggman. However, this image isn't even the one I wanted to touch on, it's actually this one. Here's Sonic driving a red car with Tails, and it seems to be during a race as well. As you can see, it says Cannonball Grand Prix on that banner in the background. Now you might be thinking, hey, didn't you say before that you only wanted to cover game stuff, or you wanted to cover cars that were specifically Sonic's and not just some random car he drives? What makes this more significant than the other piece of artwork with Sonic in a car race? Well, actually, the car Sonic is seen driving here is actually a Lamborghini Countach. According to Tails' creator, Yasushi Yamaguchi, Sonic Team actually made this Sonic's favorite car model. Knowing this, he actually gave Tails his own favorite car model as well, that being the Lotus Super 7, which is the car Tails is seen with in the Secret Sonic CD art. I think these cars really fit each character respectively, and I can totally see Sonic and Tails driving these cars. I think it's very cool that they assigned the characters each their own favorite car. I think it just adds a bit more personality to the characters, and honestly, I love it when we get small details like this. Anyways, yeah, that pretty much covers all of Sonic's cars. My favorites just have to be the Cyclone and the Lamborghini. I think they're probably the coolest looking ones. Let me know which one is your favorite in the comments down below. Make sure to like and sub if you haven't already, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time.